Did you bring a puppy home? Congratulations. It's such a joy, right? But it also brings up a lot of questions about how to train them. So let's start by revealing something important. The first days with a puppy are crucial. Small mistakes that seem harmless now can turn into big problems in the future. That's why today we're going to show you the 10 most common mistakes people make when training a puppy. And most importantly, how you can avoid each one of them in a light, loving, and effective way. If you want to raise a balanced, happy, and well-behaved dog, stay with us until the end of the video. Let's go. Mistake number 1. Being too rigid with the routine. Yes, puppies need a routine. They feel more secure knowing what to expect. Time to eat, time to walk, time to sleep. Having a routine is essential. But the problem is that many people think the puppy needs to do everything at the same time, in the same way, every day. For example, the owner gets the dog used to eating always at 8 o'clock, playing always at 10 o'clock, sleeping always at 11 o'clock. And if one day this sequence changes, because you were late, traveled, got sick, the puppy panics. They become anxious, frustrated, and even start to develop compulsive behaviors, like barking or chewing furniture. What happens is that the puppy doesn't learn to deal with changes, and that's terrible for real life, which is naturally unpredictable. Here's what to do. Have a routine as a reference, but without rigidity. Provide structure, like feeding at relatively consistent times, but allow some variation. Include free moments, changes of environment, walks at different times. This teaches the dog to be flexible, adaptable, and emotionally balanced. Mistake number 2. Stopping the puppy from biting without offering alternatives. Biting is part of the puppy's natural behavior, especially during the teething phase. It's how they explore the world, and also how they relieve discomfort in their gums. The problem is when the owner simply says no every time the puppy bites something, the hand, the foot, the slipper, but doesn't teach what they can bite. The result is that the puppy keeps trying, but without understanding what's right or wrong. And often they learn that playing with you isn't fun, or that they need to do it secretly. Here's what to do. Always have appropriate toys nearby. Chew toys of different textures, toys that can be frozen, and even natural bones if they are safe and recommended by the vet. When they bite something wrong, redirect. Calmly take it away and offer a toy instead. When they accept the toy, praise them a lot. This way they learn that biting isn't wrong. It just needs to be done in the right place. Mistake number 3. Not playing tug-of-war with the puppy. This one is controversial. Many people avoid playing tug-of-war for fear of encouraging aggression. But this idea is a myth. Playing tug-of-war with a toy, the famous tug-of-war, doesn't make the dog aggressive, as long as it's done with rules. In fact, it's one of the best ways to play with the puppy. Besides spending physical and mental energy, this game teaches the puppy to bite with control, to release when you ask, and it strengthens the bond between you. It's also a safe and directed way to satisfy the natural instinct to bite and pull. Here's what to do. Use a toy specifically for this, no clothes, towels, or shoes, and set simple rules. Bite only the toy, stop pulling when you ask, and resume when you allow. If he touches your hand with his teeth, the game stops for a few seconds. Over time, he learns that playing with you has rules, and this helps a lot in general training. Mistake number 4. Taking everything from the puppy by force. Did your puppy grab your sock? A toy he shouldn't have? Or that piece of paper on the floor? The automatic reaction of most people is to go and snatch it from his mouth immediately. But doing this frequently teaches the dog that he needs to protect the things he grabs, creating possessive behaviors, growling, and even biting. Here's what to do. Teach the drop it command positively. Swap what's in the puppy's mouth for something better, a treat, a favorite toy. He learns that dropping something brings a reward, not punishment. Also, create the habit of voluntary exchange. Take something he likes, offer another in exchange, and return the first one later. This builds trust and reduces anxiety around objects. Mistake number 5. Carrying the puppy up the stairs. It's common to want to protect the puppy and prevent him from getting hurt, especially on stairs. But if you always carry him, He never learns to go up or down by himself, and may even develop fear or insecurity in certain environments. Additionally, going up and down stairs carefully helps develop the puppy's motor coordination, muscles, and self-confidence. Of course, if it's a small breed or with orthopedic risk like dachshunds or bulldogs, it's worth talking to the vet. But in most cases, completely preventing the puppy from walking on his own ends up delaying his development. Here's what to do. Introduce stairs gradually. Start with 2 or 3 steps and reward the puppy with treats and praise. The idea is for him to associate the experience with something positive. Over time, he will go up and down with more confidence and with less help. Mistake number 6. Teaching to walk on a leash the wrong way. This is a very common and understandable mistake. The owner buys a beautiful collar, puts it on the puppy, grabs the leash, and excitedly heads out for a walk. But the puppy freezes, drags, throws himself on the ground, or starts pulling desperately. And then comes the mistake. The person pulls harder, scolds, or forces the dog to keep walking. But for him, it's all completely new. The noise of the street, the weight of the collar, the tensioned leash, it's a lot of information at once. Here's what to do. Start slowly, without rushing. First, let the puppy get used to the collar indoors. Put it on for a few minutes, play with him, give treats, associate it with good things. Then, gradually introduce the leash, walking a few steps with positive reinforcement. The idea is for him to understand that walking with you is safe and pleasant. And never pull or force. That only creates fear and resistance. Remember, patience here prevents trauma and ensures peaceful walks in the future. Mistake number 7. Ignoring undesirable behaviors, thinking it will pass. This is very common. The puppy jumps on people, barks too much, bites feet, but the owner finds it cute or says, "Oh, he's just a baby. He'll get better." But it doesn't get better, it gets worse. Behaviors reinforced, even unintentionally, become habits. What was play at 2 months becomes a problem at 6. And when the owner tries to correct it later, the puppy has already grown up without understanding that it was wrong. Here's what to do. From an early age, set limits gently and consistently. If he jumps, ignore him and reward when he's on all fours. If he bites hard, interrupt the play for a few seconds. Consistently show what is acceptable and what is not. The idea is not to punish, but to guide behavior. The earlier you start, the easier and more natural the training process will be. Mistake number 8. Expecting behaviors from the puppy that he hasn't learned yet. Sometimes we expect too much from a puppy. We want him to obey immediately, not jump, not bite, not destroy anything, understand the word no, as if he was born knowing how to behave. But the puppy is still learning everything. He doesn't know what's right or wrong, doesn't understand commands, and is often still learning to control his own body. Here's what to do. Have realistic expectations. Instead of demanding, teach. Reinforce positive behaviors, be patient with mistakes, and celebrate small progress. Training a dog is like raising a child. It takes time, requires patience and repetition. Learning happens with consistency, not with scolding or frustration. Mistake number 9. Confining the puppy too much during the home quarantine. Many people believe that the puppy can only go outside after getting all the vaccines, which usually takes 3 to 4 months. During this time, he ends up isolated from the world, living practically within 4 walls. The problem? This phase is precisely the critical period of socialization, when the puppy's brain is most open to learning to deal with sounds, smells, people, animals, and new environments. If he spends all this time without stimuli, there's a high risk of developing fear, reactivity, and insecurity later on. Here's what to do. Yes, he still can't go on the ground in public places, but you can and should expose the puppy to the world in a controlled way. Carry him to see street movements, hear noises, meet other people and vaccinated dogs in safe environments. Do this with care gradually, and you'll help build a confident, sociable, and secure dog. Mistake number 10. Starting training directly with commands. This is a strategic mistake. Many people think that training a puppy is teaching commands like sit, stay, give paw, right from the first days. But before commands, the puppy needs to learn something much more important: to focus on you. If he's still distracted by everything around him, doesn't understand your body language, and doesn't pay attention when you speak, teaching commands is like trying to build a house starting with the roof. Here's what to do. Before commands, work on focus and bonding. Play with the puppy. Use his name frequently. Reward when he looks into your eyes. Respond enthusiastically when he approaches. Build this connection base. Then, when it's time to teach commands, everything will be much easier and fun. Training a puppy is an incredible journey and full of challenges. But the good news is, with information, patience, and love, you can avoid these mistakes and build a balanced and happy relationship with your dog from the start. Remember, what you teach today defines your dog's behavior tomorrow. Small gestures now make a huge difference in the future. If this video helped you, leave your like, subscribe to the channel, and share with someone who is also starting this adventure with a puppy. And tell us in the comments, which of these mistakes have you already made or almost made? See you in the next video. Thanks for watching.